Hey, it's Chuck here, Milton Daily Homes, and welcome to the second half of the year. And as they say, out with the old, in with the new. You have a brand new opportunity with the next 6 months to do whatever you like with it, in real estate, in life, whatever. So I hope you do that. I wish you all the best. And we have 18 properties today, so I'll get right into this list. And this is going to include everything basically from the Friday of the long weekend right through the weekend, right till this morning. Okay, so 41 Park Street is at 259.9, and so it's in Eden Mills. So when you look at where Eden Mills is, we have kind of a broad spectrum of sort of northwest Milton, the rural area, so they tend to stretch the boundaries a little bit. This one's basically just sort of by Rockwood, and Guelph is just sort of on the fringe over here. And so it's on a little side street in Eden Mills. There's a little conservation area here as well. So I don't know, I think that I mean, it's far. It's not. I mean, it's 30th Side Road. It's past there, but it's not far off a Guelph line. So you could potentially be back on the 401 in probably 15-20 minutes, I would say. So you've got a detached garage right here. Whenever I see a fence that's sort of up high like that, I wonder if there's something behind. As far as I can tell from the mapping, it appears that there's just homes on the other side, but you definitely want to do your own inquiry there. And so it looks like the place has been updated. It's always strange to see when the appliances don't match, but they do look like they're nice appliances. The flooring, the kitchen, all the work's been done to it. So 259, really, if you're willing to live a little further away, this may not be a bad option for you. I don't know how much basement space it actually has. It says a rec room downstairs, 15 by 11. But typically when you see homes like this, they maybe have a half dugout basement, sometimes just a crawl space. But this one looks like it has some kind of functional room. I like it. 1379 Costigan, number 109. I've talked about this one before. I can't believe nobody's bought it yet. 3049. It was 3099 before. 2-bedroom, 2-washroom, and I consider this to be a great downsizing option. If you like to garden, you've got the privacy here. I imagine that at night would be fantastic. You can put some potted plants out. You can enjoy the outdoors. If you've got a pet, that's another ideal scenario. And you just want to see, there's rules with each building about pets and what's allowed and what's not. Granite countertops here, open concept layout. Obviously, they've got a cat here, so there's a good chance they'll allow cats. But nice floor plan, really, really nice. And I think the price is good too. Maintenance fees are less than $300. And probably somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 square feet. 517 Rose Heath, 334.9, and there's no pictures that are loaded yet. It's September 30th possession. Looks like there's a lot of stuff that's good about this one. So you've got one powder room on the main floor plus a 4-piece upstairs. If you look at some of the upgrading, so they finished the rec room. You've got lots of room for closets, lots of room for parking. They've done a fenced yard with a wood deck. New hardwood flooring, so very nice. Rose Heath is a nice quiet street right in Bronte Meadows. I think the price of this one is fantastic, and it's a link home, so it means it shares a foundation wall with its neighbor. Functionally, it looks like a detached home because everything above ground is separate from the neighbor. Now 24 McCandless is at 339.9. It's a townhouse. It's an Emery model, so I think it's just between 1,350 1,400 square feet. Nice elevation out front. I like that brick color. This is a great showing. This is a great way to show this floor plan. So you've got a dining area plus a kitchen, then it opens up to a family room. There's a fireplace too. Nice color cabinets, and I'm impressed with this one. I think that there were some that sold way back like in the spring for like in the 340s, and the only difference is that the one that I remember in the 340s didn't have hardwood floors. They're going to do just fine. Stuff under 350 is really flying fast. It may already be gone, but if you want to check it out, just give us a call or send us an email, and we can always look into it for you. 544 Rose Heath, 344.9. Now, same street as the previous Rose Heath one, and it even looks like a very similar house. And you've got new hardwood floors, which the other one had. And so without pictures, it's hard to compare. That's more the original kitchen with the wood and melamine. but you get a sense of kind of what these homes are about. People say they don't like the garage like right out in front of the home, but the advantage it offers is that the garage isn't creating the L-shaped plan, and you get more of a square layout on your main floor. Here's their finished basement, and I like it. I mean, it looks really good. This would be interesting to compare with the other one, going to visit both of them, because there's a $10,000 difference, and on paper, without seeing the pictures of the other one, they look actually very similar. You can see the neighbor just off to the side here. A little bit of an Easter egg there. So 1130 Bar Crescent, 364.9, Lynbrook model, 1,500 square feet, close to a park, close to school. Really nice layout. One of the favorite things, I toured this home on the weekend. One of the nice things about this model is that the bedrooms are all a really nice size. They put a nice hardwood floor in here. So just completely move-in ready, taken a lot of care in this home. They've kept it just spotless clean. And when you look at the bedrooms, you can see the difference. So the master, they've got the original baseboard, and then what they've actually done is they've done a little piece of rail, like a chair rail kind of thing, kept the original baseboard and painted the whole thing, and it looks terrific. Okay, so two of the bedrooms have this big upgraded baseboard, but it's really actually very cheap to do. It's a great little designer secret, and then you've got the deck, which probably takes up about 60% of the backyard, front to back. Beautiful house. I understand they have an offer on it. They're going over that offer tonight, so there's still a chance if you want to see it, but I'm not giving you a lot of notice on that one. Okay, so 150 Wilson is at 409. It's whenever you see the 4-bedroom, just check the room measurements, because this is a 3-bedroom plus one downstairs, and it propagates as a 4-bedroom on this listing. Okay, so big wide driveway. I like that black driveway. I find it really gives a strong first impression. Big deck here, 50 by 136 foot lot, parquet floors. The kitchen's had some work done to it, so it's nice with the wood that you can actually stain it whatever you want. This is a vinyl floor, but it does look nice. I like the offset. It just gives it a little something, and it looks like there's lots of space. And there's a dishwasher. Nice looking home. There's no shots of the basement. There is a virtual tour at 409. I think they're doing pretty well. Okay, so 476 Aveline, 424.5, semi-detached, 425. You can find some beautiful detached homes up in the 430s. So I mean, competitively, I mean, it has to be a really nice semi. And when you look at this one, I don't find that the photos are really doing it justice. It may be a beautiful house. The cabinets look nice, but it's really hard to tell. The presentation on this one could probably improve. I still don't know if there's many buyers that would really choose something like this over some of the detached ones that are offering for just a little bit more. About 2,000 square feet on this one here. This other one on Aveline, so it's 425.9. It's just about $1,000 over the other one. And so the photos here make the room look a little bit smaller, at least in my eyes. A lot of things that they could have probably taken out here, especially on top of the fridge. But dark. I mean, again, you see the homemade photos here, and it just makes it harder to kind of find that right person. Now, it is possible that it's just linked only by the garage, so that's a nice thing. But I mean, it's listed as a semi. There's no description here. It's hard to tell. It looks like it's less than 2,000 square feet. 1523 BD. So you look at something like this, and you say, okay, great. So it's a Powell model. It's a 4-bedroom. Okay, nice kitchen here, fully detached, and backsplash here. You've got nice hardwood floors. Actually, that looks like a laminate, pardon me. And then they've upgraded the flooring upstairs here too. A little bit more mature area than those other ones. You get that finished basement in there, a little bit of a kitchenette, and that's a standard size lot, but it's still nice. Some mature trees. I'd take this one personally in a heartbeat over some new semis. Nice, very, very nice. About 1,900 square feet plus the finished basement on that one. Very competitive. 1293 Roper is at 514.9. The thing about Roper is that it's in a nice spot because you can walk to things. You can walk to the movie theater and some restaurants and so on. You do have some parts of Roper that back onto a pond. There's other parts that back onto the four-story buildings, the Maple Crossing buildings. And then you find a majority of Roper has the influence of the 401, and there's definitely noise that comes from there. So you just want to be careful about where you are on Roper. This particular home here, just nice finishes. The staircase just is a sign of things to come here. Dark hardwood floors, the 9-foot ceilings, open concept. The kitchen looks nice. I mean, I imagine that with granite would just be spectacular. And then you've got the rooms upstairs, upgraded flooring here. Just, you can tell, a real move-in ready home. And to me it looks good. Double car garage. There's a finished basement here too. And again, it's something to check out on the virtual tour. But very competitive. I think that the price is a little bit lower than maybe what they could have got if they were on a quieter street. So they've taken the noise, I think, into consideration on this one. Looks like a great deal. 276 Delft Crescent, 519.8, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-washroom. You can see the front hall and how it lays out. That's the entrance to the garage here. You probably have a little powder room or something on this side. Big open room here with the kitchen. Lots of upgrades in the kitchen here. The wine rack, those are all little things. The moldings up top, just a nice impression here. The master, this is like Heathwood does with the master ceiling here. And then you've got your ensuite as well. Again, front to back, a very solid home for the money. No finished basement though, just a little bit of a difference between the previous one. 1394 Marshall Crescent. So this is a Sutton Hills model. It's about 3,000 square feet. Actually, they say it's 3,000. It's like 2,900, something like that. 579. That's the first photo. I don't know if that's the power shot that would really give people a real strong impression here. The kitchen is terrific in this home. I love the layout of the Sutton Hills. You've got hardwood floors here. The photos make it look a little bit dark, but you can see the California shutters. And I guess this is upstairs. Might be a little bit of a den area. Again, the homemade pictures to me just never give the same impression as the actual, professional photographers. I don't even know if this is potentially an area for the dogs to go or anything like that. You've got some cedar hedges, which maybe 5 years from now are giving you a ton of privacy. I do like the black spindles here as well. So this would be one I can almost guarantee that would show much better in person compared to how it's looking in the listing. 1279 Roper, 619.9. You've got this nice little balcony out front, and we talked about Roper previously. This one's just down the road. Winding staircase, crown moldings here, hardwood floors, and the kitchen looks good. It looks like a granite countertop. They've upgraded the vanity in the washroom, so you know that these are the kind of people that really take the extra step. There's 5 bedrooms in this home, and there's also a finished basement. So there's some real nice things about this home. This would compare to the one we have at 504 Hinchy, that was actually the Princess Margaret Lottery home, and so the same thing. We've got the 5 bedrooms, about 3,000 square feet. We don't have the finished basement, but what we have is a location that's maybe a little bit quieter. Okay, so 1231 Book is at 689.9, and it used to be earlier in the year that there was a lot of homes that were backing onto ravine, backing onto forest space. You look at this one here, the kitchen's been upgraded, kind of a lighter hardwood floor, right? So almost a bleached hardwood, and they've taken the carpet and maybe just covered some of that to minimize the effect, which I think is a good move. Upgraded flooring upstairs. Okay, so very customized to these owners' tastes. The kitchen downstairs looks better. This is the basement kitchen. Looks better than some of the ones I've seen on main floors, and you've got some nice privacy behind there too with the wood deck. So these guys, they've been around for a little while. I think that they're certainly struggling like a lot of homes in the 600 to 700 price range. They do have a lot of value here. So 3,000 square feet plus, and that's not including the 1,400 square feet in the finished basement. There's a fair degree, there's a high degree of value here. You look at something like 1198 Fox, which is much lower price than this, that shares a lot of features. It's a good battle. There's heavy competition in the 6 to 7 range. 2330 Mohawk is at $699. 4-bedroom, 2-washroom. It's got a walkout basement. Really no context for how big it is. Hard to comment on the value of this home. You know, you've got some land here. It's about an acre, and that's really all I have for this one here. The 4 bedrooms, and it looks like there's a finished rec room downstairs too. So, you know, check this one out. I mean, it's really hard with the country ones, much harder than some of the ones in the town that are basically, you know, the model, you know, the upgrades, a little bit easier to value. Now, this one on Kingsway doesn't have pictures, and I wish it did, because it is probably one of the best homes that I've ever seen listed in the mature part of Milton. Kingsway is a nice quiet street just off of Commercial. 3-bedroom plus 1, which probably means it's downstairs. There's a walkout basement on this one. Heated floor in the kitchen. You've got Barzotti cabinets, California shutters, Berber carpeting. So I bet you they've basically taken this whole house and just sort of revamped everything inside. You've got the irrigation system, the stamped concrete, and you can see all the upgrades that they've done here too. So the plumbing, the basement, eaves troughs. There we go. That's going to be a spectacular home backing onto green space. There's tons of big trees there. If you don't live on Kingsway, really nobody goes on that street. So it's wonderful. Okay, so that is our list, and we actually we have one more at 7166 Guelph Line, 749.9, 4-bedroom, 3-washroom, just north of Derry, and it's on the west side of Guelph Line. It says that it's about an acre property. So it's protected land means something, because in a lot of these areas you don't know what you're getting around you, what could be potentially in the future. So it's always good when you've got that flag of protection. Do look into that with the Conservation Authority. And beyond there, we don't have much pictures. We don't have a lot of details. So you know, it's one of those things that in this price range it looks okay. Hard to tell without that information. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.